Welcome back to another video. This will be regarding an F1 car added within CATIA as a reference. So, as you can see over here, we can add blueprints, and I'm gonna make a separate video regarding that. But let's see how we can add 3D meshes. So for the case study, I will go on Sketchweb and I will search for F1 cars. I will also check the downloadable filter over here, and we're gonna see the following car over here. I will click it once. We see that this has a downloadable 3D model. Some of those will only available within the store, so we need to buy those. So I will use this Aston Martin over here. The 3D model will load within the view screen over here. And we have the download button at the bottom. But initially I will need to wait for this to be loaded. So we see the model. I will click on download 3D model. And for the file format, I can either choose the Blender file format in this case, or I can go for the GLB file. So this will be lower, only 54 megabytes, and I will choose that one. We see the download has started, already has finished. And I will now start Blender. So I will start Blender 4.3 in this case. And within Blender I will have that imported, so I'll go to File, Import, GLB, and within Downloads I will filter this by Date Modified. And I will go on the bottom where we don't have folders, and this will be Aston Martin. And I will hit Import. If I will swap the visualization to be with viewport shading, we're gonna see that the model will look like this. So I will delete the default cube, and this will be our car reference. Now, regarding the size of the car, if I will press 7 on the numpad, this will take me to the top view. I will go over here to the measure tool, and if I will measure this from the back all the way to the front, we're gonna see that this will only have 3.6 meters. So this is not at scale. We're gonna see the file, let's say the size of this car, for example over here. We're gonna see that this length should be 5.6 meters. So we're gonna scale this. I will create a new mesh by pressing Shift A, go to Mesh, Cube, and for this cube I will press N to open the side panel, and for the y-axis I will add that value, so 5.6. This is the value where we need to have the car scaled. Therefore I will select the mesh of the car. I will again look at this from the top view, and I will press S in order to scale this. I will slightly move this on the y-axis, and now I will scale this again until we're going to have roughly the same size. So maybe a little bit smaller, and I will move the car a little bit to the back. Now I will select the car, and I will have this exported as an STL. On my desktop I will call this F1. I will only do the selection only, and I will save this on the desktop. Now I will jump within CATIA. I will go to Start, Shape, Digitize Shape Editor, and over here I will import that model, so the F1 STL model. I'm gonna scale this using 1000 for the scale factor, or I could change this to be in meters, not millimeters. And we're gonna have the model loaded like this. If I wanna check the dimension, I can select this, and I will go over here for the information. And we're gonna see the length in this case. So this will be 50 millimeters larger, but you can also scale it a little bit in Blender. And now we have this added within CATIA, but this will not be compatible, for example, with the part design, we can use this as a reference, so we can build our own model on top of this. If I will select the point cloud, I can also go and change the color. For example, I'm going to make this gray. And now I will go within Sketch Tracer and I will do the reverse. So I will obtain the images of the car. I will drag and drop the part within the product, maximize the product. And let's see, for example, if I will go onto the right side, this will be the right side. So we also need to rotate the model. To do that, I will select the model over here. I will enable the compass to snap. I will select again, right click on the red point, edit. And over here on the W axis, I'm going to rotate this once on this direction. And now if I will go to the right view, this will be the right view. As you can see, this will be the correct orientation. If I will go from the left view, we're going to have this orientation. From the top, we're going to see that this mesh has those interesting elements over here. And if I will now go, for example, to the front view, we're going to see that actually the front view will be inverse with the back view. So I'm going to select this again and go over here, and I will rotate this twice on the W on the same axis. Or I can swap over here 180, but I will click it once again. And now we're going to see this will be the back view. And now we know that the orientation over here will now be correctly defined. And we have the mesh also aligned over here. We're going to say this will be aligned with the middle. This has been exported from Blender and we had it over here centered. As you can see, the main disadvantage is that within CATIA we won't have this texture transferred, so we see all of those elements. We can only take the mesh, in this case, as an STL file. And now we can generate those immersive sketches based on the model that we have added over here. For example, if I will go to the right side, I will zoom in towards this. I could also change the background, but I can just define them like this. So if I want to remove the background, I can go up to Tools, Options, General Display Background, and over here I will change this to be white. And now I can create an immersive sketch using a screenshot. I will select this to be a JPEG file. I will call this right view F1. I will hit save. And now we're going to see that CATIA automatically added that as an application. Over here within the painting gallery, I can disable the compass not to snap automatically to elements because we already centered the model, so disable that. And now I can use this and I can drag it along the model, and you're going to see how well that will be defined over here. And we can do the same for the other views. For example, the top view will be like this. I will hide painting gallery 1. I will create a new immersive sketch. Again, this will be JPEG, top view F1. Hit save. If you're going to zoom out, we're going to have that reference added. I can also rename this, for example, to be top view. And I can rename this to be the side view. I can have those hidden and I can proceed and create all of those reference views the same. So this is how you can easily add a good reference. In this case, we have a detailed 3D model. And afterwards, we can start working, and within freestyle or generative shape design, we can trace various elements and we can have this recreated. And afterwards, when you finish generating those images with a white background, you can just swap over here within options, background, and I will change this to the default CATIA color, and those will remain with white. This is how you can easily add some good reference if you want to model an F1 car like this. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this kind of content. I will position a similar video over here on the left side, and I will also add a subscribe button to the right.